Welcome to the Elevate Life Project with your host, Michael Cohan. At the Elevate Life Project, we are dedicated to inspiring people to achieve their goals and live their dreams to their highest potential. Aim higher. Elevate your life.
Hello, my friends, and welcome back to the Elevate Life Project, where we talk about how to grow, evolve, and step into the best version of yourself. Today, as your host, I'm going to talk about how we're driving into something that every high performer, every champion, and every fulfilled human has in common: a winner's mindset. Now, here's the thing. When you think about success, it's easy to focus on external factors: talent, opportunity, luck, maybe even who you know. But underneath all of that, there's one invisible force that unites all achievers: their mindset, the way they think, the way they talk to themselves, and the way they respond to challenges and setbacks. And here's the great news. You can develop this mindset too. It's not genetic. It's not reserved for a few chosen people. It's a muscle. It's a skill. And like any muscle, it can be trained, strengthened, and shaped over time. So, today, I'm going to walk you through some of my top tips for building a winner's mindset, and then, in the second half of this episode, I share 5 simple skills you can start learning right now to become a better, more fulfilled person overall. Be grateful for what you have already. Let's start with gratitude. It might sound simple, but it's powerful, because when you're feeling down, frustrated, or stuck, gratitude shifts your focus from what's missing to what's already good. It's the foundation for growth. Take a moment right now and think about what's working in your life. Maybe it's your health. Maybe it's the people who love you. Maybe it's that you have food in your fridge and a roof over your head. When you start acknowledging what you already have, your mindset changes. You stop coming from a place of lack and start operating from abundance. And here's the key. When you're in that abundant state, you start seeing opportunities instead of obstacles. Gratitude doesn't mean you stop wanting more. It just means you're building from a place of strength, not scarcity. Learn from your mistakes. Now, let's talk about something everyone experiences but few people usually use correctly: mistakes. Every winner has failed. Every single one. But the difference between winners and everyone else, they see mistakes as feedback, not failure. When something doesn't go the way you plan, don't get stuck in blame or shame. Instead, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Maybe you missed a step. Maybe you didn't prepare enough. Or maybe the timing wasn't right. Whatever it is, that lesson becomes your stepping stone forward. Mistakes are part of mastery. The only real failure is refusing to learn from them. Don't compare yourself to others. Let's be honest. We live in a world of comparison. You scroll through Instagram or LinkedIn, and it's easy to feel like everyone else is 10 steps ahead. But here's the truth. Ready? Lean in and listen. Comparison is the thief of joy. When you compare yourself to others, you're playing a game you can never win. You don't know their story, their struggles, or their sacrifices. The only person you should compare yourself to is who you were yesterday. Progress, not perfection. That's what a winner focuses on. Every day, just ask yourself, am I growing? Am I learning? Am I showing up a little better than I did before? That's the mindset that keeps you moving forward. And believe in yourself. Here's where things really start to shift. Belief. If you don't believe in yourself, it doesn't matter how talented or capable you are. You'll sabotage your own potential. Winners have an unshakable sense of self-belief, not arrogance. Belief. They may not always know how they get there, but they know they will. Start cultivating that within yourself. Use affirmations. Visualize success. Picture yourself doing the things you've always wanted to and doing it well, because your mind can't tell the difference between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. When you feel your brain's positivity and conviction, your actions start to follow that same direction. Stay focused on the goal. Let's talk about focus because distractions are everywhere. The key to staying focused isn't just willpower, it's structure. That you take your big, intimidating goal and break it down into smaller, actionable steps. Each small win fuels your motivation for the next one. Think of it like climbing a mountain. You don't look at the peak the whole time, you just focus on the next foothold. Write down your milestones, check them off, and celebrate your progress. Momentum is powerful, and it's built one step at a time. Take action. And here's the final piece of a winner's mindset: action. You can have all the vision, the plan, and the affirmations in the world, but if you never take action, nothing changes. Action cures fear. The first step always is the hardest, but it's also the most important. Once you start, momentum takes over. Whether it's starting a new project, reaching out to that person, or signing up for that class you've been putting off, just start. You don't need to have the entire path mapped out. You just need the courage to take that first step. Remember, you'll never finish if you never start. Finally, let's talk about the winner's mindset. So here's what we've covered. Gratitude grounds you, mistakes teach you, and comparison distracts you. Belief fuels you, focus guides you, and action propels you forward. That's the foundation of a winner's mindset. And it's not about perfection, it's about persistence. Now, to keep building on that, let's shift gears a bit. Because having a winner's mindset also means you're always looking for ways to grow, evolve, and become a better version of yourself. So let's talk about 5 surprisingly simple skills you can start learning today to become a better, more fulfilled person. The 5 easiest skills to learn to become a better person. You don't need to overhaul your life to grow. You just need to start somewhere. These 5 skills can help you sharpen your mind, strengthen your character, and expand your journey. It starts with learning a new language. Learning a new language is one of the best ways to expand your world, literally and mentally. It challenges your brain, sharpens your memory, and boosts your problem-solving skills. You start to think differently, more creatively, because you're wiring your brain in new ways. But beyond that, learning another language gives you empathy. It connects you with new culture, new perspectives, and new ways of seeing the world. It reminds you that communication isn't just about words, it's about connection. Every time you make progress, you prove to yourself that you can master new things, no matter your age or background. That's growth. Next, learn to play an instrument. There's something beautiful about making music. It connects your mind, body, and emotion in one experience. When you learn an instrument, you learn patience. You learn rhythm. You learn how practice transform effort into skill. Music also teaches resilience because you'll make mistakes. You'll sound off key, but eventually you'll create harmony. And that process mirrors life perfectly. Progress takes time, and small steps add up to something beautiful. Plus, music connects people. Whether you're playing in a group, jamming with your friends, or just playing for yourself, it brings joy, reduces stress, and reminds you that creativity is part of being human. Next, start journaling. If there's one tool that can change your mindset overnight, is journaling. Writing things down helps you organize your thoughts, process emotions, and track your growth. When you're overwhelmed, journaling gives your mind space between the breath. When you're setting goals, it makes them real. And when you look back weeks or months later, you can literally see your progress on paper. Journaling is like having a conversation with your future self, and that's powerful. It builds self-awareness, clarity, and emotional intelligence, all key traits of a true winner. Next, draw or paint. You don't have to be an artist to create art. Drawing or painting is less about talent and more about expression. And if you can't draw or paint, you can always color. It's a form of mindfulness. It pulls you into the present. When you're creating something, you quiet your inner critic. You allow yourself to explore, to play, to let go. Art gives you a sense of accomplishment, reduces anxiety, and even improves memory and focus. And when you share your work with others, it creates connection, a universal language that transcends words. Finally, try gardening. It might not seem like self-improvement tool at first, but it's one of the most grounding and therapeutic things you can do. Gardening teaches patience. It teaches responsibility. It shows you that growth takes time and that consistency and care creates results. You learn to nurture something outside of yourself, which cultivates compassion and calm. Plus, it gets you outside, moving your body and connecting with nature, which naturally lowers stress and boosts your mood. Watching something you plant grow and flourish is a reminder that slow progress is still progress. So here's your takeaways for today. Developing a winner's mindset isn't just about winning. It's about being and becoming. It's about being grateful, learning from life, focusing on what matters, and continuing to grow. And when you combine that mindset with the simple habits of learning, creating, reflecting, and nurturing, you build a life that feels more meaningful and creates progress and joy. So go out there, start small, stay consistent, and remember, success isn't luck, it's a mindset. Thanks for tuning in today and listening to the Elevate Life Project. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Share it with someone who can use a boost of motivation today. And until next time, aim higher and elevate your life.
Thank you for listening to the Elevate Life Project. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you like our show, please write us a review. By writing us a review, you will help raise our profile so more people can find our show. Links to our sponsors and other tools can be found in our show notes along with other useful information. For more information on our coaching classes, please visit our website at elevatelifeproject.com and sign up for our newsletter. Remember, aim higher, elevate your life. Thank you.